Change the following percentage into decimals. So we're talking about converting percentages to decimals. Now the first step is to rewrite 5% as a fraction. So 5% is exactly the same as 5 over 100 or 5.0 over 100.0. So these three are exactly the same. There's absolutely no difference. Now before we move on to the second step, let's revise the basics of decimals a bit. So 5 over 100 or 5.0 over 100.0 technically means that we're dividing both these numbers. So this can be rewritten as this, and whenever we're dividing and we are dealing with decimals, there's a rule of thumb that is always followed. So whenever we're talking about division, the decimal point moves towards the left, and whenever we're talking about multiplication, the decimal point moves towards the right. Now, how many spaces is the decimal point going to move depends on the number of zeros in the denominator. So the number of zeros in the denominator, we have 2 zeros in 100, so the decimal is going to move 2 places to the right or to the left depending on what the operation is. Now had there been 3 zeros in this, which is the denominator, if I rewrite it down as this, let's suppose there are 3 zeros now, so the decimal would move 3 places towards the right or towards the left depending on the operation. Now with that said, let's move on to the second step and the final step. So 5.0 over 100.0 converted into decimals should give us, since there are 2 zeros in the decimal in the denominator, so since there are 2 zeros in the denominator, this decimal point is going to move 2 places towards the left. What that means is it's going to move 1 place from 5. So in this place we add a 0. So 0.05 is our answer. So 5% converted into a decimal gives us 0.05.